Okay, so I'm walking up one of the many washes here in the desert, and I'm going to talk today just a little bit about a phrase that gets tossed around a whole lot: situational awareness. So, walk with me and do a little exploring. I just saw the neatest little hummingbird, and we'll talk a little bit more about that topic in just a minute. Situational awareness involves using all of your senses. To a lot of people, when they hear that term, the first thing they visualize, I guess, is a operation center somewhere where they're getting updates from satellites and there's TV monitors. When actually, it's you. You as an individual control your own unique situational awareness. Now, that requires using all of your senses. What do you see around you? What do you hear? What do you smell? What does it feel like sensory wise? Okay. And obviously, you're not going to be looking for tastes, but you might be surprised the air may have a certain flavor to it. And keeping those things in mind, we're going to look into each and every one of them a little bit further. This is kind of an introductory. I haven't done videos, months and months and months, but I've kind of had a request from some people to share some ideas. And one of them that I'm going to start with is this idea of situational awareness. You know, as I told you, we were walking in a wash, one of the many washes out here in the desert. And the wash itself poses certain hazards. So your awareness of your situation actually begins out there somewhere before you get into the situation. As you're approaching and making plans, you should be planning and becoming aware of what that situation is going to be. The washes can fill up in literally seconds. We've all seen some of the videos where the great torrent of black water and tree limbs and gravels come running into the wash, and it's full. And if you were caught in that, you would just be drowned. So, item one, know the area you're going into and understand the conditions of the area at that moment before you go in, if that's at all possible. Now, in my case today, you'll see a screenshot of a weather report. And in that weather report, it said, goose eggs, 0 chance of rain, which is not unusual this time of the year. But even with that weather report, before I stepped down into the wash and got below the level of the horizon around me, or actually, I guess I changed the level of the horizon, I scanned the horizon and the mountaintops. There is not a cloud in sight. And the heat, the sun, all of those things add up into my situational awareness. I have my water in my bag. Even though I'm only minutes from my house, if something were to happen and I hadn't been hydrating for the hour or two I'm out here wandering around in the wash, I would already be walking down towards that cliff, that edge that you can fall off into very quickly if you become dehydrated. Also, I made communication plans. This is an important thing. When you start out, let somebody know where it is you're going, what you plan to be doing, how you're going to get there. You know, that involves, are you driving a vehicle? What kind of vehicle? Are you on foot? And then carry some means of summoning help, trying to get someone to understand you're in a situation right now that you need help. In my case, I have my cell phone, and while I don't always rely on the signal here, I also carry the little radio. The little radio has the ability to contact my wife and, talk to her. And she may actually even be listening. Are you on the air right now? And it's also programmed. Yes. Okay, I was talking about carrying something with you to summon help if you needed it. And I'm very happy to hear your voice.
Okay.
She loves being put on the spot like that. But right now, I'm down in a hole under an overpass, probably half mile from her. Uh, hey, if it couldn't talk directly to her, the radio's programmed with some repeater frequencies. I could call a ham operator and ask for help. It also has some of the GMRS frequencies that I could hit a repeater on the general mobile radio service and summon help. Make your plan and then work your plan. If something happens and you have to deviate from that plan, well, now you've got a starting point. That's one of the first steps in becoming aware of what your situation is. Right now, my situation, even though it looks kind of creepy under here, my situation is perfectly under control. If there were variables like someone coming up and approaching, that would change it. If there were variables like, for instance, in the gravels, I noted a rattlesnake, which they are quite abundant out here, that would change my situation. If walking through these gravels, I should twist an ankle, that would change my situation. And now the awareness of my situation has to catch up. But I have a very good starting point. Now, in a bad scenario, we all hear the shit hits the fan scenarios. You may not have the luxury of developing a plan and working your plan. You may be kind of running and gunning and doing the best thing you can do. We're going to talk about some of those things too. But right now, I want you to get the mindset of when it comes to situational awareness, what do we see? What do we hear? You can hear in the background of this video probably cars and traffic. You know, what do we smell? Is there a fresh smell of smoke? Was someone just here? And then New Mexico, bless their hearts, they're fighting hundreds of thousands of acres of wildfires. That's something you would want to be considering if you were out. You know, what is the feel for the area? You know, when you sweat, does it evaporate almost immediately? That indicates that there's a real low humidity here and you may dehydrate a lot quicker. Right now, the humidity is about 9% right here. And I'll update with weather and let you see that. So I just want to get everybody's minds thinking that situational awareness is about using all of your senses. The human brain is capable of processing thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of information, but it's the human mind that we have to train to focus and utilize that information correctly. So I'm going to end this video and there'll be another one following up probably within the next week or so. You guys come back. If you'll notice, there is no affiliate. There you go. There's no affiliate links anywhere on the page. There's no buttons you can push to send me money. Okay, so we were talking about awareness. I just heard a noise that kind of startled me. I'm sorry. There is no place you can send me money. I do these videos to share information within a community of people that we associate ourselves with. So if you like the video, hey, send me some kind of comment, even if it's just a thumbs up or a great job. Or if you don't like the video, well, like one of my buddies says, you can bugger off. No, I'm just kidding. If you don't like the video, tell me why. Tell me something constructive that I can do to make it better. Because like I said, all I want to do is share information within a community of people that we associate ourselves with. So there you go. Catch us on the next video. So as you can see, I'm at my desk again. We're not in the wash. This is a series of videos. We will discuss each of the points, talk about what you see, what you smell, that sort of thing. But I'm going to issue a challenge at the end of each video. And this week's challenge is to kind of solidify the underpinnings. The human brain is capable of receiving thousands and thousands of sensory inputs, but it's the mind that we have to train. So between now and the next video, I want you to take random moments throughout your day, week, whatever, and just for a moment, stop and think, what do I truly see? Now, what am I looking at, but what do I truly see? We want to start training the mind to take the input that our brain is receiving and turn it into intel that will help us boost our situational awareness. Until next time, see you guys.